Oh, good afternoon. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's oh, it's nice outside. But anyway, this is Big Dog Barking, your relationship wealth coach, where we're investing in love and success over here. So as you enter the building, please hit the like button. Likes are free. If you like what you're hearing, hit the share button. Tell somebody, tell somebody. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I got a goal to 1,200 I'm trying to reach before the end of April. And every subscription will help me reach my goal. I would surely appreciate it. Now, I done got that out the way. Let's talk about the title at hand. Y'all know how I get down. I think talking to my wife at our lunch break, she was like, I need to do more topics because I'm getting real redundant with the same old, same old. And I'm telling her, it's like, I'm a coach. I'm a coach. I'm going to preach the same things to people over and over again until they finally understand how to operate. Like I coached basketball for a very long time, and I was doing the same drills over and over again. I was putting the same plays over and over again. And as one player develop another skill set, I used it to my advantage. I applied it because they develop another skill set. And until I see men and women develop another skill set out of the back and forth fussing and bickering, it's the men fault, it's the women fault. I'm going to keep on saying what I got to say until y'all get it right. Like, can I add some celebrity gossip in there now and then? Yeah. But I'm not TMZ. That's not how I get down. I'm not one of them that's constantly looking for what Shannon Sharp got on next or what female did this and that. I done did a few of them. I ain't gonna hold you. I done did a couple of them. I done did some Rihanna's and Cat Williams and Yo Goddess. I done did that. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's not my niche. That's not what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, I might well just go to sports and do football and basketball if that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about people I see on TV all the time. Now, I want to talk about stuff that happened in real life. I want to talk about stuff that I see on a day-to-day basis in my real life, what I see on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, what I see and what I know. And like I tell my wife, two things I know is investments and relationships. So in order for me to be a relationship wealth coach, I had to combine the two to give y'all what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? It's either you like it or you don't like it. But the truth of the matter is somebody going to take what I'm saying and they're going to run with it and realize what I've been saying is true. It is what it is. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't lie to people I'm trying to coach to become better people. I might tell them something to motivate them a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I want to talk about hookup culture. Yep, I want to talk about hookup culture. And what does it really mean for the future of relationships? Well, for one, in my personal opinion, I don't care if y'all ever get married. I'm just going to be perfectly honest with y'all. I don't care if y'all get married. I don't care if y'all make babies. I don't care what y'all do, really. I really don't care. Because if I did care, y'all not paying no attention. Y'all don't want what y'all say y'all want. Me talking about there's no good women out here to be marriage material, yet you still talking about you want a wife. Women saying there's no good men out here. Women saying there's no good men out here, and they still want men. So obviously, y'all still want each other. But the thing is, y'all don't want to have the emotional attachment to each other. See, y'all ain't got no problem doing none of the nasty things. Y'all ain't got a problem doing none of the nasty things. That's the one thing that y'all have in common. And even when me and my wife were going through it in our early years, I would always tell her, like, if one thing I know for sure, the sex good. If we don't do nothing else right, we know the sex good. That's where y'all at now. Y'all don't want to do nothing beneficial for the other gender but have sex with them. That's it. That's it. You could talk about you want weddings, you want marriages, you want kids. You can talk about all that, and you'll talk out both sides of your mouth, because you'll say the dating pool got piss in it, and at the same time you want to go swimming in it. You'll complain about the market and still want to be in the market. That's where we at right now, as far as 2024 in the culture and what y'all got going on. Is like y'all don't want the emotional connections, because the first time something go wrong in your relationship, you bouncing. That's men and women. That's not a gender thing. That's both of y'all. Soon as something go wrong in your relationship, you dipping with no rhyme or reason, because y'all are set up to have no bad days. Y'all are set up to have no downtime, no bad days, no negativity. And the truth of the matter is, that's la la land. That's fake. That's fantasy. Anybody that's been in a relationship knows it's gonna be ups and downs. You gotta deal with both of them. What's going on, Jalen? But that's the thing. Y'all gotta understand that being in a relationship is ups and downs. Y'all don't want no downs. Y'all want nothing but ups. Nothing but ups. Anything less than a 95% rate of ups is a bad relationship. If you can't get what you want at a job, it's a bad relationship. You don't want to work there no more. If you can't get what you want when you want it, it's bad for you. It's bad for your mental, it's bad for your spiritual, it's bad for you, because you can't get what you want. And I'm sorry to tell you people, you millennials and you Gen Z, even a few Gen Alphas, you're going to experience down times in your life, whether you're by yourself or in a relationship. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. All the complaining and all the fussing ain't gonna stop a down time, a negative day, a valley. It's not gonna stop it. You're gonna go through it. Now, going back to the hookup culture, like I said, if y'all want to smash like rappers, go right ahead. I don't care. I got mine laying in the bed with me every night. And all I got to do is roll over. So if y'all want to smash like rappers, go ahead. But this is what I'm so tired of, is that you literally want to take the one night stand or the friend with benefits and try to make them into a long-term relationship. So with that logic being said, that tells me that men and women value sexual intercourse in a relationship more than anything else. Y'all value penis and vagina more than anything else in a relationship. Ain't that something? You can sit there and say you don't want no broke dude, you don't want no chick that got money, you don't want no, I'm my own leader, I'm looking, all the talking points y'all have. All the talking points y'all have. And the one thing that sticks out above the rest is we want to have sex. We want to smash. I see more women and more men become baby daddies and baby mamas than husband and wives. All in the name of fornication. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? But that's where y'all letting at. That's where y'all at right now. That's the main thing. You don't want to spend money on women. Women saying men are broke. But you still want sex. Make it make sense. Make all this make sense to I guess because I'm from the South, I don't understand what y'all be saying on these panels and in these spaces. I don't understand because I'm from Memphis and I'm from the South and we slow down here according to y'all. We don't understand nothing. But y'all value sex more than y'all value anything else. And if the sex ain't right, the relationship ain't right. And then if the sex good, and then the relationship gonna be good. In y'all head, that's how y'all think. As long as I can get that pleasure from there, everything else gonna fall in line. And it's like, no. No, he still broke. You still broke. Y'all still messed up. Y'all still ain't did nothing, but y'all making babies. And he ain't put a ring on your finger, and you ain't asked him to put a ring on your finger. Y'all just smashing. In hopes that the smashing leads to a marriage. Gotcha. I got you. I'm understanding now that I'm taking on this new title. I'm understanding. I gotta understand my audience. I gotta understand the people that listen to me. Is that I'm understanding where y'all coming from now. Is that yeah, sex means more than you than anything else. Right now. Sex means more than you than anything else. More than protection, more than provisions, more than leadership. It's sex. And it's cool. It's cool. Maybe because of what happened in the 60s and the 70s, the sexual liberation, going against traditional relationships, going against traditional marriage. Maybe that did it. The hippies. Maybe that's the reason why we in the situations we in now. Because since then, the marriage rates have been declining. The divorce rates have been rising. Like, y'all don't want to do what y'all say y'all want to do because y'all have a bad day. Y'all have an argument. It's easier for you to just jump from woman to woman to woman or from man to man to man, get your satisfaction and on to the next. A whole lot of finessing and fugazing out here. A lot of BS going on around here. Why? Because y'all need y'all fix. You got that scratch. You got that itch. You need to be fulfilled. Whether you're a man or a woman, you got to get it. You got to get it at all costs. And you don't care how the person feel after the session. You don't care. You got yours. You got yours. You got your pleasure. You got whatever you wanted out of that session. You don't care about how they feel. As long as you straight. That's y'all MO. F them, forget about how they feel, it's all about me. Forget about how the women feel, it's all about the men. Forget about how the men feel, it's all about the women. And yet and still, y'all still want to play with each other in the bedroom. Y'all still want to do that part, though. You don't want to do nothing else. You still want to do that part. All you doing is revealing your true animal nature, your true animal instincts. It's 2 times when human beings reveal how they really are as animals, when they eat and when they procreate. Them the 2 times that you're going to show who you really are as an animal. How you eat and how you procreate. And the way some of y'all eat, y'all diet's not healthy. Y'all stay with Takis and drinks all the time, and you ain't got time to sit down and cook because you don't know how to cook. You kind of running to McDonald's and Burger King getting fast food all day. So your diet suck. Your diet suck. Nothing but bad things going inside your body. And whether y'all want to believe this or not, all that fast food, all that BS you eating at the corner store and everything right there lead to sexual problems. Whether you're smelling bad or you can't stay hard. Your pH balance off. But you still want to smash. That's what I'm trying to understand, is that how can you sit up here as a man and say on one end there's no good women to wife, then sit there and say you want a wife, when the truth of the matter is you just saying that. You just saying that to hope that a woman desperate enough to believe what you saying is the truth, spread her legs for you, let you do what you gonna do, shoot the club up, and then make a decision whether or not to call her tomorrow or ghost her. Because it sounds real good making promises that you know you're not finna keep. It sounds real good making promises to women you know you're not finna keep. All in the name of getting that little fairy little box. And the women do it too. Whatever you say, daddy. I ain't never heard a woman call so many men daddy in their life, but y'all don't even know your real daddies. But you calling me and daddy, zaddy, whatever you want to call them, just in hopes of getting, you want the money first. But if he got some good sex, you'll stick around. He ain't got to have no money then if the sex good. He ain't even got to have no money if the sex good. You'll use the money as an excuse to go get with the next dude in the Johnson train. What's going on, my guy? What's going on, Bradley? How you doing? You'll use the money as an excuse to get to the next guy in the Johnson train. But you really don't care about the money. You getting your own bag, remember? You don't care about this man's money. You getting your own bag. You want their slot filled up. And you'll lie, saying that the word is there, you can get him whatever, he can get you whenever he wants you and all that good stuff, and then next thing you know, you get a headache. You know where to be found. And the truth of the matter is you riding on somebody else's carousel. You riding on somebody else's carousel. So the truth of the matter is that both men and women, y'all still want to play around in the bedroom, but y'all don't trust each other. Y'all trust each other enough to do that. But outside of that, you have no trust for a relationship unless it's just built off that. That is where your trust lies at, is between his legs and your legs. That's where y'all trust it. If the sex good, you trust him. If the sex good, you trust her to be your wife. If the sex good, you trust him to lead you in the right direction. And there's nothing else needed to prove that right. There's nothing else you need from him or her to prove what you thinking is correct. As long as that box good, that's my wife. As long as that peen good, that's my dude. I'm going to follow him. I'm going to do whatever for her. And it's like, bro, what else do she got to offer beside the box? I just heard not too long ago that dealing with women has no benefit. Women need to bring more to the table. Then I get to looking down the list of what y'all say y'all want to do for women. And I'm like, do you want women that got money? No. Do you want women that know a martial art that could protect themselves? No. Do you want a woman that got leadership skills? No. Either no or you don't care. But most of the time it's no. Do you want a woman that got some good box? Yes. Okay. Outside of the box, What else do you want them to bring to the table? If everything else is off the board. Everything else you might want, money, a female that can protect herself, and a woman that got a head on her shoulders. All that's off the table. All that's off the table. You want the box. You want her to look a certain way. You want her to have no kids. You want her to be submissive. You want all that right there. What else do you want her to bring to the table? What else do you want women to bring to the table if that's not enough? If that's all you want, what else do you want? Because for sure, you're not finna give up no box. That's the last thing you're gonna give up. You'll give up everything else, but as long as you can get that box, you straight. And I can ask women the same thing. They get their own money, they can protect themselves, they get themselves out of their own situation. Is you gonna give up that D? No. I need that meat. I need that meat. I don't need them for anything else but that part right there. We confused. We stuck. We going backwards. If that's all y'all worried about. We really in Neanderthal days. We really came in and cave women right now. That's all we care about. That's all we care about. And no matter what a man say, no matter what a woman say, you gonna take care of that. Whether you finna pay for it, whether you finna go get some toys, whether you finna watch it on the internet, whether you gonna lie. We're fiending for it every day. Men and women are fiending for it every day. With no end in sight. But we still want relationships though. We still want to be married. We want all that. I be calling cap. I call cap on both men and women. And because you ain't getting that emotional connection, jumping from men to men and jumping from women to women, guess what? Guess what it do to you guys? Guess what it do to y'all men? When you ain't getting that emotional connection, it's ruining your brain. It's messing up your logic. You can't think straight because you're trying to constantly get it. You get more frustrated when you can't get it than when you can get it. You don't want to lock it down for a long time. You just want to get it. You don't want to have to date. You don't want to get married. You just want to get it. And then when you can't get it, you mad. You frustrated. You can't think straight. The female you just called up won't give you nothing. Now you're pissed off. Now you have to find another one in your phone to call and take care of you. And you can't find it. Now what? You sitting around there with a hard on? What you gonna do? You gonna go to one of them adult sites and take care of yourself? You gonna subscribe to somebody on OnlyFans and take care of yourself? You gonna go to the shake joint, take care of yourself in the VIP room? What's going on? What's up, Sharon? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do about it, bro? What you gonna do when your mind messed up because you can't get none? You gonna do whatever you gotta do to get it. That's your drug of choice now, is sex. That's your drug of choice, and it's messing with your brain because you can't get it how you want to get it. And like I said not too long ago, you're a lie to a female and tell her whatever you got to tell her just so you can get it. That sounds like some junkie thing. That sounds like junkified. You junkified. You're crackheads. Literally, crackheads. You got to get it by any means necessary or your day gonna go bad. Your day gonna go bad if you can't get some cheeks. Being a junkie. And the women, y'all just as bad because you know what it do to y'all? Emotional roller coaster. You going up and down on an emotional roller coaster because you ain't getting what you really need. You just riding this carousel around and around and around and around. It's like musical penis. When the music stops, you just hoping to find one to sit on. And you do all the things you want to do for this particular dude because that sex good, and then when he leave you high and dry, you upset. You mad. You frustrated. You want to complain, talking about there ain't no good dudes out there no more. And this. All they got is eggplant in their hand now. Like, but look at what you doing. You jumping from man to man to man to man in hopes to find the one, and the only way you can try to find the one is spreading your leg to everyone you come across. You spreading your leg to everyone you come across in search of the one and can't never find the one, and now you sit up here on these panels on Instagram complaining about I can't find the one. Well, close your legs. Close your legs. I mean, what else can you do? But y'all can't. Because it feels good to your body. It feels good to your body. Just like that heroin fix. Just like hitting that line. It feels good to you. And you can't get it out your system. Trust me, I know. I've been around them type of men and type of women where that's all they think about. At one point in time when I was a young cat, that's all I wanted to do was smash. But I was a teenager though. I was a young man up into my 20s. That's all that was on my mind outside of trying to find $1. I wanted some cheeks. And then I had to realize myself, like, bro, I spend too much time trying to get some. I could be doing some other things. I could be doing some other things besides running to the strip club at 16. Trying to see somebody twirling around the pole and get my hot $50 in the VIP room. I ain't understand it then. I understand it now. But I was one like that. I know a couple of my guys were like that. That's all we talked about was getting cheeks. It was on our brain all the time. So yeah, I understand. It's a drug. Just like attention. It's a drug. It's a drug. And if you let it take control of your soul, you ain't gonna never do nothing else but keep looking for that fix. Over and over and over again, you ain't gonna do nothing right. They go for men and women. You ain't gonna do nothing right. And then on top of that, if you not doing anything right, now you get to playing around in the rainbow community. I have nothing against them. I have family members that's part of that community, and I love them to death. And what they do is their business. You know what I'm saying? I ask questions. I try to figure out certain things. You know, some things get answered and some don't. I leave it alone. The ones that don't get answered, guess what? I don't push the issue. You don't want to answer them questions, you ain't got to answer them questions. The answer you gave me is fine by me. But now you get to playing around, and now it's like what you been getting from these females ain't good enough. Now you want to mess with them girl boys. I hope that's PC. But you want to mess around with them girl boys now. I done seen too many times where dudes trying to explain themselves for messing with them T-boys. Them T-girls or whatever, however they want to call them. The ones that used to look like me and now look like her. And they trying to explain why they messing with them. I'm like, you do know there was a man at one point in time, don't it, my guy? Yeah. And you find yourself attracted to that? Yeah, because she looked like a woman. Even though they still pre-op, right? Even though they pre-op, you still find them attractive. Because they got breasts. My guy, it's a plenty of men walking around the face of this earth that got breasts that ain't wearing no dress. Man boobs. That's what they call. And you're attracted to this T-girl because they got the wig on and they face done up, and you can tell in their face that it's a man because they jawbone, they jaws and chin is muscular. They still got the throat ball. They voice is going in and out from going high pitch to low pitch, you know what I'm saying? The octaves constantly changing. But because they got some breastises and can stroke your ego a little bit, you find that attractive. Even though they got something between their legs that's damn near bigger than yours. Teach his own. Teach his own. I don't judge, I just tell the truth. Then you got chicks that want to look like dudes, full-blown studs. Want to smell like you just got to the point where you want to smell like me after a hard day of lifting weights and playing basketball or just running the streets. You want to smell like me. That's not a good look for no chick to have her box smelling like nutsack. That's not a good look. You a whole chick out here want to be a dude and you won't take a bath. Because you got a strap on. Like, really? So now you get the plan and you blurring the line because what you were doing at first ain't enough. What you were watching on these adult sites ain't enough. It don't do nothing for you no more. So now you got to do other things to get your rocks off. I done heard so many stories of peanut butter and dogs. If you know, you know. Dogs and peanut butter. If you know, you know. I done heard so many stories. If we do this, that don't mean we hit homosexuals. It's just we please. Like, no, it's just some things that no matter what you do, in my personal opinion, it ain't gonna fly. It don't fly with me. Like, I don't understand that. If you a homosexual, you a homosexual. I can understand that. If you a lesbian, you a lesbian. I can understand that. But when y'all start doing stuff just because you ain't getting your rocks off no more, I'm like, hold up. Hold up. Now, in my heyday, I was a nasty little worm. I did some strange things to some females. But some of the things y'all be talking about and some of the things I done heard and seen, like, I'm vanilla. Like, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. No. But y'all need to do it because y'all fixed and got out of control. Y'all searching. Y'all looking for stuff, man. Y'all searching. What's up, Corey? What going on? Y'all searching for that new fix now. Y'all searching for that new drug. Y'all got to experiment and try things and threesomes and foursomes and I like, why? Because you got to itch to scratch. You got to try some new things. You got to try some new things. And then when all is said and done, after going through what you're going through, you got to go through withdrawal. You got to go through rehab. You gotta get yourself straight. You gotta get yourself clean. That's hard. That's hard. Because all you doing is you fantasizing about that. You fantasizing about Miss London or somebody of that nature. You fantasizing about her. Or you fantasizing about Idris Elba. You fantasizing about somebody and you gotta play with yourself. You gotta DIY. Just like when you going into rehab for whatever you want, you get the shivering and the shakes and you don't know what's going on. You're going through withdrawal symptoms. It's like it's just sex. It's just sex. How could you be feeling like that? How could you be going through cold sweats? Because you ain't getting piped down. Like, really? That's where we at in 2024? That's where we at in 2024. It means that much to you to get sex before you get a real deal relationship. It means that much to you. No matter all the problems you get, mental, the emotional problems, no matter the experiment and all that right there, you satisfied just getting the bare minimums. Animals have sex every day. Every day. And that's what y'all settling for that considers to be a good relationship. That's crazy. What's up? That's crazy that we sit up here and just rely on that to make the relationship work. We rely on that just to make the relationship work. We don't do nothing else. That's why I'm kind of glad I got married in the early 2000s. Because I know me. With the way I hear men talk about women and the way I hear women talk about me, men, I know me. I would have 7 different women a week. It wouldn't been nothing for me to go get a 2-piece from Popeyes and a 3.5 from the corner. And got me some cheeks and got me some top. I would have been satisfied. I would have been looking for a wife. I would have told I ain't trying to get married. Why would I get married when I got all this free box running around in Memphis? Why would I get married? I don't have a reason to get married. My great grandmama told me that the only way you will get married is if you want pleasure. If you can fend for yourself, why would you get married? And I guess what I heard back in the early 80s and the 90s is finally come back around to that's what y'all feel like. Women don't want to cook. Women don't want to clean up. They want to do what they want to do when they want to. Men don't want to be committed to women. Men don't want to date. But somehow, some way, if they can run their mouth good enough and little mama crack them legs, you perfectly fine. You perfectly fine. But I know one thing though. If we gonna get this right as men and women, we gotta start worrying about the problems that men and women been having since the beginning of time. We gotta start worrying about this. Cause like I always say, and me and my wife been talking about this for the past couple of days, is that the space is getting bigger. The manosphere, whatever you want to call it, is getting bigger. Every day you got new people, new men, new content creators coming out the woodworks, throwing their 2 cents in the ring, saying what they got to say about the women. And at the same time, the space is growing, the problem growing too. The more and more men complain and standing on business or whatever the case may be, and they ain't gonna bow down to the women, well, you're not doing enough for the women to stop doing what they doing. Accept it for what it is. What's going on? You just have to accept life for what it is. You're not gonna get an equal compensation, period. That's like if I'm trying to trade, if I'm Milwaukee and I'm trying to trade Giannis Antetokounmpo, I know as soon as I put him on the block, I'm not gonna get anything to equal up to what that man put up for me on the basketball court. I'm not finna get equal value. I know this. But I have to do what's best for either me or what's best for him. I know I'm not going to get equal value if I got to do what's best for him. I know this. So again, men quit complaining about getting the short end of the stick. You're gonna get the short end of the stick no matter what. If you stick to what you want to do, that you say is traditional manhood, providing, procreating, problem solving, and protection, you're gonna get the short end of the stick. What do you want the women to bring to the table so the stick could be even? What can they bring? Even if she do everything you want her to do, you still gonna be upset about something. It's still not right. And then you're gonna be complaining about this one little thing that ain't right. She could do 9 things right, and the one thing she do wrong, you're gonna put so much focus on that you're gonna ruin your whole relationship. And then you're gonna be back on these panel complaining about women ain't wifey material. Like, bruh, she ain't cut your toenails. That what you mad about? She ain't cut your toenails? Or she had panties hanging up in the bathroom. Like, wow, like, what is the problem? It's gonna be something, and y'all gonna be right back up here complaining, talking about it ain't fair, it ain't right, it ain't this, it ain't that. And like, bruh, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I tell women the same thing. You complaining about a man being broke, but you ain't making $75,000 your damn self. Like, how many beauty shops and boutiques can y'all open up to where all y'all successful? Somebody gonna take the L. Somebody gonna take the L. I don't care if you in Memphis, Atlanta, New Orleans, St. Louis, Houston, Miami. I don't care where you at. How many of y'all gonna open up beauty shops, braiding hair, boutiques, OnlyFans? How many of y'all gonna do the same thing over and over again, and only so many of y'all gonna make 6 figures as a woman? Only so many of y'all gonna make real bank. And the rest of y'all gonna be in the same category with them $50,000 men y'all say y'all don't deal with. If you see a woman as a man, you're gonna want to protect her, but because she got a foul mouth, you say, I'm gonna let her get beat up. She can protect herself, I'm gonna let her get beat up. You ain't gonna let your sister get beat up though. You're not gonna let your sister get beat up. What's up, Rod? You're not gonna let your mama get hit in the face. You're not gonna let your niece, your cousin, you ain't gonna let no man touch no woman in your family. But because this chick you like talking crazy, you wanna talk crazy back. You damn near wanna put your hands on her. For what? Because she called you a little boy. Because she called you a little boy. And in all honesty, a lot of y'all act like little boys. Never jumped off the porch, but because you got a little height and a little muscles and all that, you want me to respect you as a man when you moving like a little girl. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can help you try to get your relationship right. I can help you make a few investments here and there. It's not legal, you know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm not a analyst or whatever. It's just my opinions on certain things when it comes down to investments. But I could throw my opinions out there on certain things. I could throw my opinion out there on relationships and all that right there. But respect you as a man and you moving like a little girl, I can't do it. It's only so much of the crying and the complaining I can take from a grown man before I say, look, bro, just shut up. Just shut up. Go on about your business, leave them women alone. Go on about your business, be a monk. Be by yourself, you and your dog. Go fishing. Better yet, get a farm and get you some sheep. If you know what I'm saying. If you like, just quit complaining. Women, quit complaining. I've been hearing these complaints ever since I was a little boy. Men ain't this, men ain't that. Yeah, still y'all make all the bad decisions in the world with me. It's to the point I can't even blame men for pumping and dumping y'all no more. Cause you knew he was a piece of a POS when you ran up on him. And you thought you was gonna be the one that was gonna change him. Okay, go ahead. Try that. See how does it work. More times than not, you ain't changing no man. He gonna change for himself. But y'all, for some strange reason, y'all believe that y'all gonna change it. For some strange reason, your box is the golden box. Like Willy Wonka, you got the golden ticket. I guess. It is what it is. But like I said, I know one thing. Y'all ain't got no problem smashing. Above anything else, y'all gonna always go back to smashing. That solve all y'all problems. If somebody like me or whoever y'all listen to can't get through to y'all, I know one thing. You can go on OnlyFans and solve all your problems. You can go to the shake joint, solve all your problems. And in the end of the day, after you do all that, guess what? You just created more problems and no solution in sight. Yep. So anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all know how I get down. I don't need long. But if you ain't liked the stream, please like it. Likes are free. If you haven't shared it, please share it. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And I will holler at y'all later.